Hi all. So in this quick video, I shall demonstrate how one can easily master the Vedantu whiteboard. Now, why is it important to do so? So let's concentrate on the why first. So it's very important for us to realize that this is a very superior and a beneficial tool for a teacher, and if mastered makes teaching a lot more interactive and effective. Now, how is that? Because it saves time, effort. Now, where does it save the time and effort? So we will discuss that. It increases visibility also. Basically, when we in the basics of teaching in terms of drawing, so if you have to draw, or if you have to write, or if you have to demonstrate, so it can save your effort in all the three domains. So it empowers the visual learning, which is one of the most effective ways of learning. So most of the teachers understand the why. Now let me show you how. So let me go to the next whiteboard. So I add one more whiteboard. So I've come to a new whiteboard. I can go back to the first one. So let's look at some of the features that we have here. So this is the pen. It has different widths and different colors. So this is black, red, blue, and green. So we use more colors for more visibility. For example, if we write the question with black, or we can answer with red, we can draw a figure with blue. So I mean, there are different colors. We have different widths also. So this is the thickest. So we have three different widths here. So we have the eraser if you want to rub anything. At the same time, if I realize that I shouldn't have rubbed that, I can do an undo with this button over here. So this button is to undo. This button is to redo, and this is to clear the screen. Now let's see how we can clear the screen. So I press the clear screen. So everything goes away. I find out that this was accidental, so I do an undo. So I get everything back. Now let's look at the images. So this is a rectangle or a square. So we can draw it as a rectangle or a square. This is an oval or a circle. So we can use it for such purposes. We can give it a color also. We can select it, change the color. Same for this. So I can make this green. So it becomes green. So now this is an isosceles triangle which has two different orientations. So this can be an isosceles or a equilateral triangle. So it has two orientations, one like this and like this. So I leave it here. I give this also a different color. So I give it a blue color. Now we have this right angle triangle. This has four different orientations. So let's check this out in the next whiteboard. So if I take the right angle triangle, so it has four different orientations in the four different quadrants. So this is second quadrant, this is the first quadrant, this is one orientation, and this is the other orientation. So we have all different orientations here. So let's draw two of them. Similarly, this is a straight line. So I can draw the straight line here. So I can give this also a different color. Now this is a curve. This curve also has four different orientations. So for this curve, let's check it out. So this curve has this is the first orientation in the first quadrant. So this is the second orientation, the third, and the fourth. So this is very helpful in drawing some graphs. At the same time, let's see how we can write on the whiteboard. Now we can write text. I use this text tool over here. So I write something here, something. So what I can do is I can increase its font, keep increasing the font, change its color. So leave it here like this. So this is how we write text. But if you're fluent with the digital pen, we can directly write things here. So I can write on this. So this is much more efficient and brings in a little more human feel to it. So I prefer writing than typing. So typing is necessary sometimes when you have to be a bit more particular with text. So now let's discuss the main functionality and the most important functionality that saves on effort and time. So this is the upload functionality. Now, if I'm talking about this upload image functionality, now what all can I do with this? Let's explore this. I tend to upload, say, a question. So I uploaded this question on the board. So this looks like a physics question, and if you see here, It saves on so much of effort. It has so much of text, and it also has a graph. So obviously in drawing this it would take a lot of time and effort, and it would not be as neat as this is, and it saves a lot of time. Immediately interaction starts with the student, so saves on a lot of time. So this is one functionality in which you can upload a question as an image. Let's see how we can upload some theoretical concepts. So if we have something like this, so this is an image which is explaining some concept of bound charges on a dielectric surface in an electric field. So it has a very neat image over here. So we need not draw this. So we can directly explain on top of the image. So I can use my pen, I can demonstrate, and then there is theory also. Now we can go with an image without the theory and explain the theory on the fly, or we can choose to do it this way also if we are doing a revision. So this saves on the effort. So it's like a one-time effort of creating a picture like that. And then, for example, in mathematics, we have to use graph sheet. So I can upload an image of a graph sheet, and I can use that also. So this is a graph sheet. I can increase its size. So this is how I increase the size. For example, I have to plot the line, say y is equals to 2x. So if I have to plot this line, so I know this will pass through 0, 0. So it will pass through the origin. So this will be 1 point. So I draw this table x, y, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4. So 1, 2. So I mark these points 2, 4. So I know this is the line. So I can use the line to join all the three. So this is how simple it is. And obviously the neatness, and it enhances the learning visually. So it creates a very good impact. So we should keep practicing this feature and incorporate this in our teachings. So let's look at, for example, if you have to show an animation, child is figuring it out. It's very difficult for a child to figure out how vibrations happen due to the sound. So I can share a GIF image over here. So it's a wonderful representation. So this shows how visually superior a whiteboard can be in the aspect of teaching. And even the learning becomes a lot more simpler when we show something like this on the whiteboard. So this is nothing but a .gif file. Now let's talk about some realistic animation in real life, how string waves are produced. So this is quite a cool picture. So this creates a wow factor in our session. Now if I want to explain something on the whiteboard using with our gestures, so I can do a video call. So in the video call I can easily use the video to explain some 3D concepts like right hand thumb rule, like the Fleming's left hand rule, things like that I can explain. I can use objects in my vicinity. So I can use that also as a teaching aid. So that's also a very good visual aid for teaching. So I hope we can all incorporate these wonderful features of our whiteboard and master on the same things. So we keep practicing this on a daily basis to make our teachings way too effective. Thanks a lot.